For years, the K-pop industry has been trying to break into the Western market. And finally, they have, with animated fictional idol groups. That's right, we're here to discuss the K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack.
We have reached over 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all so much for joining the CCTV crew. And if you're on a podcast platform, make sure to give us that rating and follow. Share the episode. It really helps us grow and get into the algorithm. And a big special shout out to our Patreon crew members, Emily, George, Lily, Julianne, Jonathan, Jasmine, Janelle, Darius, Ren, Louie, Hillary, and Kelsey. You can join our Patreon at patreon.com/cctvpops, support the show, hang out with us, and request episode topics. Yes.
Exactly that. And if you don't like any of the pains we have to share, come hash it out on our lives. You go live every single month here on YouTube and on Patreon. So if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. But yeah, let's get into this album.
Yes, so K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix has not only become one of Netflix's highest streamed original animated projects ever, but the soundtrack itself and the songs on it have also broken a ton of records and charted all over the world, and it has become a phenomenon. But are the songs worthy of all this success? Let's discuss.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to give you our in-depth thought about the production, the vocal, the songs, and the roles in the movie, and then drop our individual ratings. So just know that viewer discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Starting with How It's Done by Mark Sonnenblick, Danny Chung, EJ24, Ido, Teddy Park, and Ian Eason-Draft. And this serves as the film's introduction to the girl group HUNTRX.
Yes, not HUNTRX to every person that premieres it on a radio station.
I get it. The slash is confusing. But also you can do some research. Or watch the movie.
Right. Stop letting TikTok tell you what's hot. Okay. I'll say it aside. This one. So, guys, if you don't know what a brief is, in music, it's like, hey, it's like a summary of what we want the song to sound like, the vibes, the atmosphere, things like that. So each song, we're going to kind of just give you guys an idea of like maybe what the brief may have been.
What we think it is.
What we think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, what it might have been. We don't know. We weren't in the room, you know? But we have been in many rooms. So if you're like, how do you know all this? People worked in the industry. Again, backside story for y'all who are new here. So I'm thinking Blackpink, Everglow. It's very third gen girl group, girl crush concept. It's super big.
Yeah.
Super big.
I mean, the dun, dun, dun. Be it so many girl groups that have done something, a similar hook to that.
I mean, literally.
There literally is an Everglow one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which then that one feels based on Blackpink. You know? So.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, right? Because
not at all.
Yes. So you have 24. You have Teddy and you have Danny Chung. Danny and Teddy were in One Time together. Teddy is YG, now Black Label, ISNA, all that stuff like that. So the whole like girl crush concept fitting in for a group of literal demon hunters, it makes sense. They can't go out like, like Oh My Girl with like
some G from SNSD.
Yeah, like you can't do that. So it has to be
powerful. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, it has to be. That's the word. The percussion throughout the song is probably my favorite part. Because there's also brass behind a lot of the drums. Like the dun 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 is drum, it's vocal dun dun, and then it's also like the brass. I don't know what instrument right now. But yeah, I think it sets the scene for the movie. It's a great thesis statement of this is how we do what we do. We're getting ready to actually kill it and them. The second verse I think is probably like my favorite because it comes so fast. It's a great breakneck. The flow is really fast, but then it slows down for like their makeup, fit check for the napalm era. I think that's great. That line gets you like, I'm like, yes, you better go off. And it's nice to hear the voices, right? So the movie has the actresses who do the voiceover. And then the singers that do the actual vocals, very Disney, early Disney-esque, which I appreciate. So you have Ray Amy, you have EJ, and then you have Audrey Nuna. And I've listened to both Audrey and Ray. And to hear them actually kind of I mean, Ray will always kind of like yell and scream and sing, but Audrey's more laid back with her like
Yeah.
approach. So it's nice to kind of hear them really get into it. The harmonies really blended really well together. And I'm pretty sure they weren't all in the same studio recording. So I appreciate the vocal production on this one the most. 'Cause I'm pretty sure they probably all like phoned it in terms of recording. It's good. The high notes are epic. Everything's really big and bold and very YG-esque at the end.
Oh yeah, that outro is pure Blackpink inspired for sure. Yeah, I like this one. I agree that the vocals are just so well executed. All the three singers are super capable. There's so much dimension to their voices, and this they can really show off a lot of that in this song, I would say.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think the build and the pre-chorus and how the verses have all the different moments, I really, really like that. I would say the chorus itself is actually only okay for me. It's catchy. Again, the hook just feels a little derivative of those groups you were mentioning earlier. I will say the bridge works in the movie, but just listening to the song, it does throw me off a little bit. It
Mm.
feels a little like it was written separately. Like it was like they were doing the movie board, the storyboard, and it was like, oh wait, we need a slow moment, and they kind of got thrown in there. Just melodically, it doesn't really fit with the rest of the song for me,
Oh.
and it gets very warm when the rest of it is not that. So again, I get it for the movie, but just listening to it as a song, it's a little jarring for me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I like the song. Definitely not my favorite on the
Ooh.
soundtrack.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, there's much better to me.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
Okay, so I give it a 7.5.
I will match his score and give it a 7.5 as well.
Okay.
Up next is Soda Pop, and this was done by Vince, Kush, Danny Chung, 24, Dalman Suk, and Ian Eansdrath. And this is a super catchy intro to the evil boy band, the SAJA Boys. I had to do the pose.
Yes. Oh man. Okay, so we were thinking for the brief, we
Mm.
hear some NCT Dream here.
Yes.
We hear some BTS
Mhm.
with their lighter songs,
Mhm.
Astro.
Yes.
So the more again, kind of third gen, bordering fourth gen, kind of more the bubblegummy boy band.
Yes.
Yes.
Not what we have now with the noise music of Stray Kids,
Yes.
ATs.
Yeah. It's not as much that.
Yeah.
This song is so catchy. And the whole scene, this is one of my favorite scenes in the entire film because it's just so silly, right? Like, not first off, the performance itself is already great, but like the hearts being formed and actually like hitting people, even that very first scene when he like does his little body roll and the grandma flies back. It's all just so good. Oh my gosh. So I think watching the film made me like this song a lot more because I think if I just listened to the song with no visual or context of the movie, I think I would just be like, oh, it's fine. But I think because I enjoy that part of the movie so much, it made me love this song so much more. And the hook, it is so catchy, right? Like
Yeah.
when the girls are like, they can't help but bop to it. I get it. I get it. And yeah, the song is just perfect for the summer. Like if this was done by a real boy band, I could see like a beach video, them dancing inside a giant cooler or something, or a giant vending machine with soda pop in it. Can you see that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because Astor actually has a music video.
There you go. Melodically, vocally, it does give me SM for sure. With the harmonies, like it is a group vocal for that chorus. You get that big note in that bridge with the huge build. It is very SM in the sense that it does have layers of the classic boy band of the 90s, right? Which is what SM is very much based on, I feel like musically. It even has that key change for that final chorus. I do kind of wish it was a little more dramatic, but I appreciate a key change for sure. But yes, I really like this one. I have added this to my playlists. Like it's pretty great.
Shamelessly so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just-
I'm not ashamed at all.
Yeah, because it's actually a good song. I think it's the bounciness, the brightness. We don't have a song of the summer, and somehow,
It's soda pop.
I mean,
Hey, sure.
but think about
I
it. Like,
think it's golden though, probably actually.
oh, yeah, it might be golden. But in terms of like what sounds like summer,
Yeah.
I'll say that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's something that I would use for a commercial for sure. Like I used to work in sync, and this is something that the little tab being popped open. There's the way the music vamps in the beginning. Everything is they're describing what soda does. It's like dun, 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 dun. I was like, oh my god, this is perfect for a commercial.
Mm.
But it's also very commercial pop, and I think it's formulaic in the best way. Um, like everything goes right into the soda pop analogies about like how it feels good when you drink it going down and like every drop you know what I'm saying? Like I think that's great. And also we actually did have one of the SAJA boys on our show. So if you guys are new here or if you're just didn't realize, Kevin Wu plays Mystery. Mystery was a purple haired character whose face we never really saw, but apparently was Zoe's type. But so yeah, Kevin Wu was on our show. He did not go into complete detail because I guess this was a huge, huge surprise. I can see why he didn't. Like it's tightly under wraps. But honestly, I appreciate the rap breakdown that Danny does. Because that is once again very much like I think you said it. Can you imagine a young Chanyeol doing this? And I'm like,
Yeah.
you can hear it. EXO could do this. I love that they focused on the singing. I think that was their biggest like win for the whole soundtrack. No one was thinking about rapping really until it needed to be there. It wasn't just thrown on, let's just rap over everything, which I appreciate, but also brings back that concept of, oh, it's an actual boy group. Because no one here in the West really thinks rapping in a boy group is usually like oh, there's a rapper here? And I think they really did capture that perfectly. And yeah, the scene in the movie was great. Abby. Oh, who's your bias when you saw all of them? You're like, okay, hang on, which one do we like? Which one we don't like? Did you feel like, okay, he didn't get into that, but
I mean, Jinu is the clear star.
okay, we get that, but like, but who is your bias wrecker? Like, Genu and Abby and maybe Baby. Those are the types I usually gravitate towards.
No, Jinu's the star. No records here for me.
Okay, well, listen, if you guys are watching, I don't know what the SAJA fans were called. I don't know what they're called.
Oh no, is
Like-
there a fandom name? Let us know.
Yes. But if you love the SAJA boys, please let us know in the comments which one was your favorite. Because some people might not like Gino. Maybe like he's a little intimidating. Some people like the whole mystery. Some people like romance. I can't stand Romance's face. But, that's beside the point. Let's get back to these scores. But drop it in the comments. Let us know who you like. All right.
Okay, so what do you rate this one?
I'm going to give it an 8. I don't dislike the song, but I feel like I have better songs I like.
Okay, I will go 8.5. Next up is Golden, done by EJ, Mark Sonnenblick, Ito, Zmish Laney, 24, Teddy Park, and Ian Isendroth. And of course, Golden has become that huge crossover hit, hitting top chart positions all over the world. Even #1 in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a song I've been hearing on Z100 here in New York. And they keep saying HUNTRX, but whatever. So for this song, I definitely hear IVE. I remember singing in the car and I kept singing, I'm going up, up, up. And I was just like, oh, it's my life. And na-na. And I think it's kind of obvious. The girls of IVE, I think, is it Yoonjin? Yoonjin covered this song. They did the I Am dance to Golden. They didn't get reposted. So there's a little bit of tea there. But yeah, I feel like this song, the buildup is really good. That tells the story of each of the members. You have Rumi hiding her truth, Korean American Zoe like not knowing where she fits in, and then you have the wild child Mira who's like, I'm gonna follow my dreams, but her family's like, girl, you better go to school. So I think that really does help you introduce the characters as individuals with their how it's done is kind of just like we as a group of demon hunters do this, but this is here we are as people, and this is why it works for all of us. The bridge really tugs at your heartstrings, I must say, and it explodes with a crescendo that gives me my feelings. I think the outro is what really keeps me from thinking this sounds too much like Ive's song. So I think it's fun the way the cadence is da 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 da. I think it's really good. I think throughout this album soundtrack, excuse me, they've done a really good job of navigating the Korean and English where you don't even actually care about what it is, especially if you're like an American pop or Western pop consumer. You might hear and be like, what? But not actually realize that it's not English because it's so interwoven, like very interwovenly, like it's in there. really nice. It's interwoven really nicely. There we go. But yes, I feel like this is a really good song. It's the heart of the song, a heart of the movie, I think, in a sense, where you're trying to figure out who they are. You kind of have an idea of what they think they are. It's like what you perceive them to be until you get further along and you find out more. So I think this is pretty good. Kind of just giving you the just face value about the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. I didn't know enough about kind of how this song kind of became the star one. Like, did they push this one and it became the song, or was it organic that this one was the one that's got the most attention? Yeah, I don't know as much about how this all happened, but it's amazing. Like the fact that it's hitting the top chart positions all over the world is wild. And if I worked for IVE's record label, I'd be mad.
Starship?
I would be mad right now,
Yeah.
and I would do everything I could to try to capitalize on it if I could. Because again, yeah, it was a funny statement that we made at the beginning, but it's true. K-pop. We've both been in K-pop as fans for years now, like since before, since when YouTube started, essentially, which is how it got a bit more international interest. We've seen these record labels have been doing everything they possibly could to break into the American and Western markets. And the fact that it's happening now with these fictional groups. And look, these songs are good, but are they so much better than what's already out there from these real groups? I don't know.
It's
That's
interesting.
debatable, I think.
It's interesting.
And so I feel for the people who work with real K-pop artists, because seeing this, it's hard not to be a little bit annoyed when
Yeah,
they
so
put so much effort into
yeah.
trying to break. But anyway,
hmm
little rant aside, I definitely hear the IVE comparisons as well. Like even the music video that HUNTRX is that you see in the first part of the song in the film, the scenes are literally, they look like IVE music video. Like
Yeah.
the plane and everything. And yeah, the production, I mean, it's up there. It's on par with those types of songs, these kind of empowering, um, very synth heavy
Mhm.
songs. But yes, the vocal is just absolutely insane. That chorus is so high.
It's
Oh,
up.
yeah. And honestly, I think we'll be hearing this on talent shows stuff till the end of time now.
Ew.
This has been added into the rotation with what, like Rolling in the Deep.
Yeah,
Like,
never,
yeah.
never enough.
Never enough. Yes, it's out there now. The vocalists are gonna do this one. But yeah, actually, I love the second verse of this. I love the way it pulls back. It's a great reflective moment in the movie, and then it just makes the build into that chorus again just super impactful. So yeah, this is a fun one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit baffled at how successful it's been, but I'm not mad at that.
Mhm.
And I think it's just a reflection of how good the movie is as well. Because again, I think if you just listen to the song without the context of the film, how does it hold up amongst the other girl groups out at the moment?
Ew.
You know?
Hmm. Yeah, it's tough because I'm trying to figure out if it's the movie or it's the song. But the thing is, like, we're K-pop fans and we know that K-pop is good, but the general public in the West is kind of like, oh, K-pop, and they think soda pop. They don't think like songs like this would come from it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it just depends on like what your impression is. Like, this is just Demon Hunters. What does that sound like? So I think there's a lot of curiosity around it, but maybe they did push this song because I feel like this one sounds like the most Western. I mean, it sounds like an Ava Max song.
Yeah.
Ives, I am Ava Max.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real here. So it does sound more Western. So I think this one made sense in terms of that, but I don't know. We don't know for sure. So we're speculating, having a good time about it. But yeah, I think this song is good. Every time I hear it on the radio, it makes me very like, yes, I love this. I'll play the whole thing. I don't skip. So I give this one. I'm going to sit at a 9.
I will also go for a 9. Yes.
Up next is Takedown. This is done by Michael Lindgren Schultz and Ian Eason Draft. With a version done by a few members of TWICE, including Jihyo, Junghyun, and Taehyung, the song has also achieved chart success in its own right. So Takedown has done its thing. So if you're not familiar, or if you're not a K-pop fan, I guess, Lindgren has worked with TWICE quite often, and I kind of said that I can hear it. So TWICE has a Japanese single called Perfect World, and that kind of, it sounds like a Bond film song, if anything, but that has that same kind of aggressive but pretty situation going on, and Takedown kind of does that, but then also sounds like It just sounds like JYP, like tomboy girl group, ITZY, or Blackpink if you want to kind of just go for that. But
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
I definitely hear JYP, but I do hear a bit of aespa influence as well,
yes,
I will say.
yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest, I think this is actually my least favorite of all the songs from this soundtrack. Not that I don't like it. I do think this is a strong group of songs. Um, but I think there's something about it that doesn't feel as full as everything else.
Mm.
Um, like I like the start of the chorus, but then the whole post-chorus breakdown and stuff, it's not my favorite. And then the verses aren't as memorable compared to some of the other songs on this. I do like the bridge a lot. Like the whole build of that is super satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this song again. I'm trying to separate the song itself from the scene in the film because I think that does affect the score as well. But just listening to the song, this is one of the ones I never really go back to.
Oh, that's so valid. I think if you're looking out for like listening to what it's about. It's like a breakup anthem in a sense, but also a diss record toward an ex. So I'm like, it does that, but at the bare minimum level. Like we've heard a lot of a lot of better like Run Devil Run by Kesha, the demo version, is a breakup song and was translated into Korean, still hits, still great. Like melodically it's there, the top line is solid. But then you get to Takedown and it's not bad, but something about it is just kind of like it's okay. I have the melody in my head. I have the top line in my head of what it is, but it's almost just like album track for any K-pop group for me.
Mm,
Um, doesn't mean it's bad because there's some good album tracks, but yeah, I can understand why it's a little bit weaker. In the context of the movie, it makes sense. You're trying to expose your competition for being demons or being terrible people, so it makes sense, and it goes with the context of them having to take them down literally. So I think it is not bad, but since you have that ending that does rev up and it's like a chant, you're back to that Blackpink esqueness.
yeah.
But again, it's just a recall of how it's done, which is not bad, but it's like it's okay.
Yeah. So I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'll match your score with that 7 for sure.
Okay. Moving on to Your Idol, done by EJ, Mark Sonnenblick, Vince, Kush, 24, Ito, Zmish Laney, and Ian Easendroff.
Yeah, I'm all you need, I'ma be your idol.
And despite the SAJA Boys being fictional, the song hit #1 on Spotify's US Daily Top Songs chart, becoming the highest charting K-pop boy band song in Spotify history. Like, are they actually do they count? I mean, I guess they count.
People sign.
I'm sure that are Army mad about this? Well, I'm sure honestly, when BTS comes back, they're probably going to break this record themselves, right? So
Yeah.
but it has also cracked the top 10 in multiple countries' charts as well. So this song has also made its own impact for sure.
You know what? Just thinking about what you're saying, I think the tough thing about K-pop is like there's such a high expectation because of the fandoms. Like fandoms, a lot of I think business-minded people would be like, we're expecting you as the fans to bump this song up.
Mm.
What's really shocking about this is there is no fandom. It was just we watched it, we happened to like it because we like K-pop, or you like, oh, this song's actually really good.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so shocking. So yeah, BTS do it. Wow, amazing, great. We all know that the fans are going to do it. It's not me showing any hate, but it's one of those things where it's like fans are going to show up for that because fans are going to do what fans do. This came as a shock, and why I keep giggling is because it came out of effing nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of guys talking about I don't want to sing it right now, but this song is hysterical because it's hysterical to me because it's so dark.
Mhm.
It's so typical K-pop. It sounds like ATEEZ, Monster X, but also just generically like EXO.
Mhm.
Like this is by the numbers EXO for sure. Like a lot of newer K-pop fans don't even pay attention to EXO, which is a little annoying, but they've had songs like this. Obsession.
Yeah, I look, the writers have actually specifically called out that EXO was an inspiration for this, especially that operatic stuff is inspired by Mama.
Yeah.
Very clearly.
Yeah.
And even the whole kind of creepy cult thing going on, EXO has done that.
Already. Yeah,
Yeah.
but people don't know them for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And Kai is Jinu.
yes. So
Well, a mix of Unwoo and Kai, but more Kai, performance-wise.
right. So you have that whole thing. The song sounds ominous and eerie, and I think production-wise, it does have that kind of sound as well, which is really nice. Lyrics like "Your obsession feeds our connection" is like it's a sick line, you know, because it's fans, like I mentioned before, will do what fans do and will show up unapologetically, unconditionally, almost to a toxic level. And that's what this song is about. It's like, everything I do, everything I am doing, you're gonna love me regardless. And I will feed into that. And it's very, again, to the context of the movie and the concept of K-pop fandom or any fandom. If you're freaking in love with sports or video games, it gets a little obsessive after a while. And it's like, how far will you go for me? And it's like, give me your soul. In the context of the movie, they're giving them so all of it's really, really good. Cult like. I think the chorus vox, the ha, the ha. I can't sing it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But I think all of that is really good. And it sounds great. Like I would listen to this song on its own. I listen to the song in the context of the movie. It's yeah. No other notes. I just like this one for sure.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite scenes in the movie as well.
Mhm.
Because the performance is so cool.
It
Like the
is.
way that they fly around, even the way they made them look scary but still hot. Really well done.
Cindy.
Yes, as a huge EXO fan, an XOL, of course I love the song because I totally hear it for sure. And there's an epicness to it. The whole build of the melody is really well done. It's a ton of harmonies here. The chorus itself melodically is so satisfying. The bridge as well. The intensity of that is just it's so perfect. And yeah, I think what I do love about it is the kind of commentary on idol culture that it's about. Because yeah, you're right. There's like it can get to a scary level, especially now. Especially because there's just so many parasocial relationships with the way social media and everything is done now. So yeah, I think I kind of love that it's a commentary on that while also fitting the idea of them being demons in
That's
the
hilarious.
movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this song is great. Like honestly, from the second I watched the film, so I tried not to listen to anything until I watched the movie. And I knew everyone was talking about the songs, and I was like, no, I want to see it in the movie first. But this was one of the ones where I was like, oh, immediately. I like this song.
Yeah. It's up
You
my
know?
alley.
Yeah. So I definitely give this a 10.
Yeah, I gave it a 10 as well. Let's get it. Up next is Free is done by Jenna Andrews, Stephen Kirk, Mark Sonnenblick, and Ian Eisendrath. And this was performed by the characters Ruby and Jin. And this is the most heartfelt song on the soundtrack. And fun fact, Jenna Andrews and Stephen Kirk have worked with BTS for Dynamite and, if I'm not mistaken, Butter. So yeah, they're American songs they've done. So when I heard this, I was like, this sounds like a Hybe entertainment track. The contemporary hip hop, R&B, but light version of music. Yeah, it's not like specifically R&B, but it has that influence and it has that kind of groove to it. This song does a good job of making duets cool again, I guess, in a sense. Cause I was like, oh, they're gonna sing together. I love a good duet. I mean, how are you gonna sit there and have a little like subplot of a love story and then not actually capitalize on it? So I appreciate that. The song is very conversational, which I appreciate, and explores the possibility of the love interest figuring things out. But I think the song would have been so elevated if there was an actual bridge instead of just a consistent free part. Like I think a bridge to kind of bring the conversation together, where they're back and forth, really building tension. And then realizing it's not going to work. Oh, honey, that would have sent me into orbit. But yeah, I'm not mad about the song, but I think a bridge would have taken it somewhere. Like, how do you have all these other songs with these crazy strong bridges, and you get here and it's just like, we did our job, we're done. So yeah.
Yes, I could definitely hear some of the BTS members singing this. Like, imagine Jungkook singing this. Like, he would sound really, really good here. Yeah, and yeah, a lot of the K-pop girls as well. Like, they would kill this song. So I can also see this song now being included whenever they're forced to do duets. This will be in the rotation for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one. I like the melody of the chorus for sure. I will admit the verses are kind of only to me. It's a bit monotone. I get that it's kind of more internal and kind of conversational. I think that's kind of what they were going for. And I guess having it be kind of, I guess, less melodic makes the chorus stand out a bit more. So as a writing choice, I get what they were going for, but I love a ballad. And, if you look at the classics, the verse melodies are just as important.
This is true. I mean, the whole new world. That was very
Oh,
conversational.
yes.
Sorry.
Perfect example. Yes. So yeah, do I need to listen to this all the time? No. Do I skip it when it comes on? No. But are there better songs that are similar to this? Yes. So, but it is a nice moment in the movie for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like it. But is it on my playlist? No. Yeah. So I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, too. I'm sitting here with a fat 7 on my palm.
Okay.
7.
Okay. The final song that we're going to talk about is What It Sounds Like. This was done by Jenna Andrews, Stephen Kirk, and Mark Sonnenblick, and it is the powerful final battle in the film.
Harmony, my voice without the lies. This is what it sounds like.
I was watching this movie, and I was with my friend, and we were on the couch, and we were just watching it, and I was like, "Why is my throat burning? Why does my throat feel a little warm?" This song made I think everyone who's reacted to it has started sobbing a little bit. I don't know what it is about the song, and that says a lot to what sonically it's doing. Like visually, you can see it and like feel something there. Like if you've watched Sailor Moon or any kind of show where like character
Girl.
any kind of show where people rally, like even Dragon Ball Z, give me your spirit bomb bull crap. But like it's one of those things when you have a group of friends, especially if you're really friend oriented or if you're like your chosen family and they're rallying together to give you strength. There's something about this very poignant. But I think just sonically listening to it outside of the movie, it is well produced. So shout out to was it Ian and Steven for sure. And it's so interesting because I was watching a show called Hitmakers on Netflix, and Steven was playing games when he was doing whatever the heck they were working on. They had briefs, they had to stick to it. I get it. But this right here is actually like, I was sitting there like, dang, this is solid. The strings are awesome, they're gorgeous. The harmonies provided by Audrey and Ray around EJ were really good. They weren't too much, but when they put all the voices together, it was like, wow. I think EJ's tone of voice in this song is perfectly emotional. I can hear her voice break. So she's really good at vocal production. I mean, she's written for a lot of SM there's artists in general, but SM, like if you were thinking Psycho by Red Velvet and then Armageddon by aespa. So if you need that reference, that's where that's from. Yeah, so she's really good at vocal production. She understands what needs to be done on a track, and I think she articulates it really well. And I think this song, although super amazing, it does sound like Icona Pop All Night, which has now been covered by IVE. So and every time I sing it, I go, and it feels like we can do this all night. This is what it sounds like. It's kind of the same. Maybe I'm off by like one-ish note or half of a note. But I think when I hear this song, it's kind of one of those just towing the line of is it should we look for copyright infringements or not? And I don't want to air anyone out, but it does sound like that song. But it's a good song regardless. It's a great song actually. If I can cry, I think you've done your job.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect moment in the film for sure. The whole build of the song is just so good. There is so much inherent emotion built into the melody itself, but then yes, you build in the strings, and they really made it as dramatic and emotional as they possibly could in the production of it. What I do love about the song is the focus on the harmonies, right? The whole thing is about the three of them coming together and fighting together. And you hear that, like when they sing together is when they're at their most powerful. And that's when the most impact is made, right? And so I do love that. If you've listened to our show before, you know I love harmonies. And I know with a lot of the K-pop idols said the biggest thing wrong with this movie was that they would never do a joint fan sign or fan meet. But also what they get wrong is that K-pop groups don't harmonize.
Yes. K-pop fans, say what you want to say. There's harmonies on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track. But when you sit there and watch people sing live, they're sitting on stoops waiting for their turn.
Yeah, exactly.
That is our biggest gripe with K-pop. And that's where K-pop kind of falls short, I think, of delivering performances. Like, yeah, they're dancing, but if these people weren't dancing, can they stand there and sing? Because at the end of the day, we are singers. So beyond the spectacle, that's what we're saying. That's where K-pop is lacking, not actually presenting forward as like we're a vocal group. It's more like we're a performance group, which is fine, not a big deal. But this is why this song is so good.
Yeah, is that they're singing together.
Like, think about, okay, Into the New World gets me my feelings every time. I was in like an indie film and I needed to cry for the scene. I played Into the New World. Why? Because of the harmonies in that chorus.
Mm.
I'm like, yes, Anya. It gives me my feelings every single time because of the harmony. Because it sounds like we're singing about girls going into the world. We're girls' generation. We're hunters. We're friends. I don't know why the heck we were separated. We love each other. Damn it, this is the true love story of this damn movie. Yeah, so I think that's really important. And the harmonies just kind of literally encapsulate their harmony as a freaking group and as hunters. I was like,
Yeah.
let's say the K word.
Yeah.
K
Yeah.
word. But yeah, so this is a perfect song, perfect pop song. I do not like that it does sound like another song, but I like the chorus moments of this is what it sounds like. Everyone's chanting. It almost is on par. Like I said, this soundtrack is it's almost on par with Turning Red. If not, they're kind of the same, but like just different kind of fonts. Like they're both really good, but one's more like
Mhm.
90s Western pop, and this is more like 2010s K-pop. So yeah, I like it. 10.
Yes, I have to give this a 10 as well. I think we matched almost on every song this time.
Yeah.
But yes, definitely a good track, and I wish it was getting as much attention actually as Golden is. But I think this is one where you do have to watch the film to really feel the whole impact. So, yeah. Okay, so cut or keep. If you had to cut a song from this soundtrack, which one would you cut?
Takedown. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of spoiled it already. That's my least favorite on this album.
Yeah.
Keep.
Oh, dang it. Okay, hey, Your Idol is amazing. I thought I was gonna pick a girl group song, but Your Idol is so good, and I sing it all the time.
Yeah, it's something between those last two, right? Between Your Idol and What It Sounds Like, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'll go with What It Sounds Like then if you chose the other one. Okay, overall thoughts on the soundtrack, final rating.
Yeah. So going back to what I was saying about this being impressive because it was a movie and not geared by the K-pop fandom. Because I think, unfortunately, I think K-pop fans realize that there's so many of us. Yes, if we're buying the albums in mass, like there's 5 members, you're buying 5 sets of albums. So a lot of the numbers, a lot of the streaming, it's like streaming parties. Let's do it. Let's do it. So it's very, very pumped up. I'm not saying they're not real. I'm not saying that. But a lot of it is like, we got to make sure this is going to work. We're going to make sure that our boys, our girls hit number 1. This one was like, the crap was really good. People are realizing, I say crap, but not really. But this stuff is really good. People are just gravitating to it naturally. If you are a K-pop fan, you recognize the sonics that are present here. So again, it's really impressive that this movie that has no like affiliation in terms of like recognizable vocalists go so large. I mean, I think what was it? How It's Done? No, Takedown has twice, but that's not a hot song. It's Golden. It's Soda Pop. There's no strong affiliation to any current K-pop group that would drive these songs up anywhere. So I think it's really good. It's solid. I think it's funny that they're not real. But the meaning of the songs are real, the lyrics are real, the impact is real, and that's what's impressive about it. So I think it's good. I hope they don't make this into like a whole universe situation. Like, yeah, I heard it's like a werewolf situation or a zombie situation. I'm like, babe, leave it where it's at. Move on to another project. It's okay. It's again, the K-pop Demon Hunters, terrible title. No offense to anyone, but it's so on the nose that when I finally watched the movie, I was like, dang, if the title was different, I wonder if I would, the title's not terrible. It's just so on the nose. I thought the movie was going to be bad because of the title. I know it's not fair, but they did a good job. Everything's great in the movie.
Yes, I get that. I also, when I read the title, I was like, what? But I think it also piques people's curiosity as well. So I get it. I will say the impact of the soundtrack has been pretty fascinating to watch. Like at least twice, like Strategy did chart due to its appearance on the soundtrack. I do wish Love Me Right from EXO ended up on that soundtrack because that deserves some attention. But it'll be interesting to see if this makes any impact on K-pop as a whole in the Western world. Like, does this actually get new fans involved in the actual K-pop industry or not? I think will be interesting to watch. Because I feel like if you do like these songs, it's a pretty easy transition.
Okay.
You don't think so?
Okay, so here's my thing, right? When K-pop idols release music out here, it's so westernized. Like Strategy, that is not It sounds like K-pop. I will say it sounds like K-pop, but like the rest of the album, the new album for Twice was just kind of like not giving what their usual is. Even with 80s, they kind of went for like this early 2000s thing for their whole album. But like Lemon Drop or like what was the other song I forgot? That might do okay, but again, it sounds like US hits from yesteryear.
Mm.
Stray Kids with like freaking Maniac out here. English translation? I don't know. So I think it depends on the approach. People might be open to it, but all these songs are in English with Korean in it. So it sounds like Korean Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it sounds weird, but it sounds like, hey, we're trying to make a Western film, but throw Korean in as opposed to, hey, we're a K-pop idol group trying to make Western music. You know what I'm saying? Because it always switches. 17 has this distinct sound. They made a song with DJ Khaled completely stricken. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it just depends on how they approach it for sure.
Okay, so then maybe actually the right question might actually be, how will this affect the K-pop industry and what they do sonically to try to attempt to fit in with the new fans of this movie? Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, I loved the movie. I've now seen it twice. I would gladly watch it again. I mean, we essentially watched it again yesterday because we were trying to just make sure we understood the context, of the songs in the film. It's so entertaining. You're right. I hope they don't do too much with it. I think they already announced that there will at least be 1 or 2 sequels. But I hope that they don't rush it and they really put thought into everything. Because it sounds like this project they put a lot of work into it. And so I just hope they don't ruin the legacy of it.
Yeah.
But yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would give the soundtrack an 8.5.
Oh, that's a solid score. I would give it an 8. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let us know what you all thought of K-Pop Demon Hunters, the film and the soundtrack. And what are you hoping for with the sequels? And how do you think this will affect K-pop moving forward? Let us know in the comments below. You can also hang out with us and the crew on Patreon and message us at CCTV Pops on social media. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our YouTube channel. And if you're enjoying the show on a podcast platform, please give us a follow, rating, and review. Until next time, that's Chantel.
That's Chris.
And we're signing off from CCTV, the nonstop pop show.
Ah.